So a bill had just been introduced by your favorite folks, Democrats. Shout out to the Democrats. Nah.
the demigods.
The demigods. The bill, for those who are interested in learning about it, the bill is called A416. Right? So basically,
sounds like a gun.
It does. So I'm gonna read like a little excerpt from it, right? Removal and detention of cases, contacts, and carriers who are or may be a danger to public health. The provisions of this section shall be utilized in the event that the governor declares a state of health emergency due to an epidemic of any. It says community. It cuts off community. Oh no, it's weird the way they have it written.
Mm-hmm.
But it says disease though.
Hooked on phonics.
So it's not just like COVID. It's talking about just any disease period, which is kind of like what else are y'all trying to push? Like
mm-hmm.
we on COVID right now. Like upon determining by clear and convincing evidence that the health of others is or may be endangered by a case, contact, or carrier, or suspected case, contact, or carrier of a contagious disease, that, in the opinion of the governor, at the consultation with the commissioner, may pose an imminent and all these what's the
imminent danger?
The point, my nigga. Pose an imminent and significant threat to the public health, resulting in severe morbidity or in high mortality, the governor or his or her delegee, including.
I hate reading bills.
Yes. It's too much, bro.
They're written ambiguous for it to make no sense. Do you understand what you read so far? To an extent.
No, I do. No.
I really don't understand.
No,
I don't understand shit.
I do, but I feel like it could have got to the point much faster. But a person or a group of such persons by issuing a single order identifying such persons. I'm gonna read that again because they just why y'all do this? A person or of a group of such persons by issuing a single order identifying such persons, either by name or by a reasonably specific description of the individuals or group being detained, such persons or group of persons shall be detained, right? Shall be detained in a medical facility or other appropriate facility.
Medical?
It says detained in a medical facility or other appropriate facility or premises designated by the governor or his or her delegee in complying with subdivision 5 of this section. So I'm just gonna
that's 1984, bro.
Yes, yeah.
When niggas wasn't paying attention, we sent them to Ministry of Fear.
Yeah,
to fix them.
So basically, they saying if you pose a threat to public health, which other words, if you're not going to be taking this vaccine that will secure the health of others, that's what they trying to say, right?
Yeah, if you're not politically correct,
they won't say it, but if you won't take this vaccine, because basically what they're pushing is the vaccine is going to make it secure for folks to walk into public life again, so we can have no more shutdowns
without masks on.
Right. So they won't saying it. They're not saying it, but that's what they mean by that. Anyone who's posed an imminent threat to society by not taking this vaccine, they will be subject to, the discretion of the governor or others. They may be detained to sit in these facilities. You know what I'm saying? These detention facilities and these medical facilities and all the other shit.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
1984. And what's funny is
that was a good book too.
There were levels to it because like the first level, they would show you something. Then like the second level, they would inject you. I remember that. Then the third level, they would like show you like your ultimate fear. Like they just knew what your ultimate fear was.
Right. Break you down mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Into
and then
submission.
Release you into get you down, and then be like ask you whatever question you was adamant on being polarizing on.
And in that movie wasn't it like one guy that was just like the rebel, and he was doing shit, and then at the end they finally got him, and he cracked.
They got him in the
submitted,
Ministry of Fear, and he submitted, I believe.
So I'm gonna read one more thing. What is it? A confirmed case or a carrier who was detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section shall not continue to be detained after the department determines that such person is no longer contagious. Basically, when you get this vaccine, we'll let you go. Right? A suspected case or suspected carrier who is detained pursuant to subdivision of the section should not be continue to be detained after determines with the exercise of due diligence that such person is not infected with or have been exposed. Yeah, same shit. Basically, you gotta get the vaccine. They're not gonna say it, but you gotta get the vaccine so you be allowed, which is insane. That shit ain't gonna fly. It's gonna be a civil war, whatever you want to call it. Civil war, world war, country war, nation war, a COVID war. I'm telling you, it's a lot of anti-vaxxers out here. Niggas is not going for that. You're not finna detain millions of niggas because they don't want to take a vaccine. It's gonna be chaos. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to see how this nigga Joe Biden react to this.
I thought of something.
Because I don't even think, bro, I don't even think people that are pro-vaccines are going to be pro keeping people in facilities. First of all, y'all didn't even have enough space in hospitals to fill up people.
Depends on how much they're being paid. It depends on how much they're being paid.
You mean like regular people getting paid?
No, you said...
So agree with this?
You said you don't think people who are pro-vaccine would agree with this, right?
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, they're getting paid. You can straight. I'm talking about at the root of them, like
like regular people who are pro.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're gonna be pro. People getting held in facilities for not taking this vaccine.
Some of them probably would.
Some of them would. I'm sure some of them would. Cause it's like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna just be irrational about it. But y'all didn't even have enough hospitals space to hold all the people that was catching COVID in the early stages. Now you got these facilities and medical facilities and all these. What, you gonna have to shut down a bunch of Walmarts then? Shut them bitches down because we know you're using them for family camps and shit. They got underground tunnels and shit in Walmart, all types of shit
in Texas.
So it's gonna be a problem, man. If they, I'm telling you, the Democrats.
So check it, right? I thought about this. The way these people attack us is like with chess and shit. Like, we look at it like you throwing this hook and this hook is gonna... Well, we look at it as they throwing a jab and this jab is like the ultimate attack. This is the spirit bomb. When in reality, it's just to set us up for something else, right? So now, this is what I thought about. Pharmaceutical meds tend to counter-react with other pharmaceutical meds as well as with natural medication like homeopathic, naturopathic, I would say, like plants or whatever. That's why they always ask you at the doctor, are you on any other medication? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?
Right.
Because they want to know if I misprescribe you something and it kills you, I don't want to be liable for that. Yeah. So that's why they ask that, right? So now they legalize marijuana, right? So now I'm thinking, what if this so-called vaccination, this is me reaching out on a limb. That's me just saying. Whatever toxins or whatever compounds they inject inside of you, it reacts a certain way with people who are dominant marijuana smokers. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be everybody, but it may react because we got this shit down to a science.
Right.
It's possible. I'm not saying this is definite, but it's definitely possible.
So, say it again. You're saying the people that are getting the vaccines, the vaccine is going to, like, those who smoke a lot.
When it goes into your system,
it's going to trigger a reaction.
If you have a certain level of marijuana in your system, it would react a certain way with it.
Like.
Because it's embedded in your blood, in your bloodstream. Your blood
What kind of condition are you thinking though? Like like you envision it? What kind of
neurological?
What kind of reaction you
neurological?
Thinking? Like make them like on some like
it could make
Down syndrome type.
It could make you anyhow.
Mm.
It could make you anyhow. Can't walk no more. Can't reproduce.
Yeah, who knows what this vaccine could trigger?
Remember, in the system, it's like
it could attack niggas with diabetes.
People are different. Exactly. Everybody's different.
With different conditions. And
another thing too, it's like the vaccine could sterilize a certain amount of people.
Yeah,
you like in Kenya,
children and...
the same company that sterilized over 500,000 in Kenya, I think it was AstraZeneca connected to it. It's the same company connected to Bill and Melinda Gates.
And Bill Gates is connected.
And what's funny is a couple days ago, I just saw on social media, Melinda Gates was either nominated or presented as Texan woman of the year.
Oh, like she's from Texas.
Yeah, like out of the state, all the women. She's
you know who else from Texas? Woman. Beyonce.
That's a fact.
And she ain't winning woman of the year over Beyonce any year, nigga.
Oh, you pulled a Kanye. I don't give you wrong though.
Yeah, about Kanye.
I don't give you wrong.
Finish, but you was woman of the year over Beyonce.
Like, look at that.
Yeah,
killing niggas, sterilizing niggas, and you woman of the year.
Yeah. I don't trust them Gates, man.
I don't trust white awards and accolades.
Then that's basically every award besides Soul Train, BET.
Once you get them shits, you gotta be like, what did you do to get that? Because you know how them white boys play.
Unless you're just undeniable, like the Grammys, be on some bullshit. But I understand why Jay-Z got like 16.
Yeah,
I understand why Kanye got like 12, 16. I mean,
but for the most part,
then like it'd be like, remember that year? Yeah, this is off topic. We can get off this, but remember that year Macklemore beat Jay-Z, Kanye, Kendrick,
and
Drake
else.
And J.
Cole. Yeah, rapper of the year,
rap album of the year.
Yeah, stupid ass
Macklemore.
Yeah, and you never heard from him again.
And niggas is still bitching about the Grammys. They slapped they dick on y'all face that year. From that moment, it could have been alright. From that moment, the hip hop community.
And his album wasn't even a rap album.
It was a pop album. From that moment, that year, that should have been the moment where the hip hop.
That's why Jay-Z said what he said.
Should have said, nah, we either making BET super popping or we making our own shit. From that moment. Cause that was they literally took their dick out and slapped them in the face. Macklemore over the Kanye. These are the top 5 rappers of all, not like all time, but these are like
at the time.
Kanye, Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. That's arguably the best rappers in the game.
Drake was dropping that year too.
Nothing was the same. I think it was. Like, so that year we should have been like, all right, we not.
Ceiling can't hold up.
Even to this year, even like 2 months ago, people was, the Grammy on some shit. I'm like, bro, how many times we gonna play this fucking violin?
Because people like bitching and moaning.
Like, we know the Grammys ain't shit. We know this. But listen, but I understand the Grammys come with notoriety. You get more money when your name attached to it. I understand. But if we get some shit this is off topic, but we move the culture. Like, everything moves with us. Like, just a little example. The Clubhouse app, I heard today that shit it's been like a failed app since like the beginning of the year. Like, it went to like Silicon Valley. It was failing.
For 3 days? For 3 days it was failing?
No, I didn't say 3 days.
You said for the beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Why you said 3 days though?
Because it's January 4th.
Oh. The beginning
I was waiting
of last
to see how long
year,
it was going to take you.
I'm dumb. The beginning of last year, it wasn't really making no moves. Once they brought it to Atlanta and black people got on it, it booming.
Shit got jumping.
Once they got to New York, booming,
popping.
We making niggas rich. Like, we the one that bring culture and we make shit popping. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we don't think that we create like a nice classy, like, I ain't going from BT. It done had fights. Niggas coming in there wearing jeans. No. Dress how you would dress like you would go into the Grammys.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? We could easily make that with our culture and be the best shit on TV.
I think I figured out why.
But we don't do it.
What that CIA document meant when it said that we're in a simulated reality world and we could control. So check it.
Wait a minute. What CIA document said that?
You got bad fucking memory. We talked about it on the podcast. I showed it to you and everything.
Really?
I sent you the link. Anywho, you be smoking crack or meth or some shit. You be going to Oregon after I leave when we record. But
it's legal there.
I know, but so this is why I say that. Like I think I figured it out, right?
Let's hear it.
When you put yourself in a certain mind frame on a certain, like, for example, what's the difference between you saying you want to be successful in life and you saying I want to get that P4 and you actually got the P4? What's the difference? What's the key difference?
One is a statement and one is an action.
Well, an action could achieve that statement though. You acting could achieve success.
Yeah, I'm saying, like,
both of them are
success.
Saying
I want to be successful, and both of them. One is just like a little minor goal that you did succeed at, but is it considered successful?
Yes, because you set that goal and you obtained that goal.
Sure.
So now that's my point. We look at minor goals as minor. We don't look at it as goals. We just be like, oh, that's just that. But 100 of that could retire you. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now, when we put ourselves in the position to obtain like a console or sneakers or clothes or a car, we be like, all right, what's the research? We conduct the research, find out how much it is, save to it or whatever, and then we go out and get it, right? Because we was in tune with the frequency of obtaining that goal, we achieved that goal. Being successful, number one mistake is it's too much of a ambiguous, vague statement. What do you mean by success? How much success with finance, success with your love life? Okay, for success with finance, all right, you want to accrue $150,000 this year alone? Okay, this is how we do it. And you just do your research. The same way you do your research for that P4, you do your research for that. Mm-hmm. And then you get in tuned. You become disciplined, you lock in, and tunnel vision. That's the difference with, and why the 5%, the rich keep getting richer, is because they keep distracting us and they keep implementing divisive tactics. That's why I said COVID is like the nail in the coffin with as far as dividing people. Mm-hmm. We already got you niggas fighting over religion. Think about it. Fighting over religion, artists, favorite books, favorite movie, damn near everything over the sun. Mm-hmm. And now we got you not trusting each other.
Now it's just like, are you pro-mask or anti-mask? Are you pro-vaccine or anti-vaxxer? Or do you
I didn't see him use hand sanitizer. I'm going to judge him.
Yeah, do you believe the shit is real or do you believe it's kind of sus? Are you someone that going on, because there's people that like, oh, are you going on vacation? I don't fuck with you. It's those folks too. Like, oh, you going on vacation? You mad selfish. So like, it's like the pro-vacation folks, like during pandemic versus the, nah, I'm gonna stay home every day type shit. So it's a lot of divide. Are you pro-Trump? You pro-Biden? Pro-Democrat? You pro-Republican?
But yeah, I see. That's what it is. So because we keep focusing on all these other things, we're not staying track with what we should be disciplined with. Right. And then we just look up, and to pass time, oh, did you hear Keisha cheated on her man? Oh, you heard Rob beat his girl?
I don't care.
Oh, you heard this? You heard that? But this is what the common folk. That's why they look at Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, As the World Turns, all these shit. These shit's been running since our parents was children.
Yeah, fact.
It's a reason why they've been running, because
I'm so
people live. My nigga. Yeah, they live that.
They got like a 50. That drama, I'm pretty sure they contract be like a 50-year contract.
Majority of women I've spoken to, well, not spoken to in that manner, but bro. Majority of women who like, as far as telling me that their favorite shows, Grey's Anatomy. It's a reason why Grey's Anatomy. Yeah. They stirs that emotion.
Law and Order. Those are the top two.
Grey's Anatomy for me.
Law and Order for the police. And for the,
as far as police and shit, Law and Order for a fact. But it's a reason why that emotional roller coaster. So now we got you on this shit. You're not really thinking about all these other things. Plus, majority of times y'all fucking traumatized because you live in the hood. You're not gonna think about.
They're called programs for a reason.
All right.
Why you think they got so many fucking channels?
All right.
Trying to keep your ass subdued on this couch
as long as possible.
Don't be productive. Don't look inside that business.
It's
don't
a reason why.
Watch us, nigga.
And the more shit get more and more convenient, the more these niggas are willing to drop their bundles, their prices. Because at the end of the day, this shit is really cheap. But we just put a price tag back in the day on it because we know y'all niggas like fancy, flashy things. We know people, period. We condition all of y'all to be consumers. So when we introduce this cable shit, all of y'all gonna be willing to be tuned in because y'all want to be part of the talk. Y'all want to be part of society. You don't want to feel left out.
Right.
And the more and more people keep introducing shit, oh, we gonna drop it down. Oh, you get all that triple shit that you was paying $346 for before for $99 now. Next year, that shit gonna be $75 probably.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't watch TV.
Look at HBO, $7.99.
Yeah. HBO Max making moves right now.
What, nigga?
That's why I don't watch TV, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But that's good. I like your mindset for the year, though.
Yeah. For sure, man. You know that.